Namaste, my name is Arun Deva, and I'd like to share a short yoga practice with you that is geared towards the morning, just to get your immune system boosted and ready for the day. This is my friend Jacqueline. She is going to be demonstrating for us. Jacqueline, bring your hands to your heart. I'll start with a little chant, and then we'll do 3 ohms, and then we'll get started. Yogena chitasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vedyakena yopakarotam prabrahmanenam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankara chakrasidharanam Sahasrashira samshwetam pranamami patanjalim Srimate Anantaya Nagarajaya Namo Namaha Smadacharyabhya Sarvebhyo Namo Namaha. Please join me. We'll get started. So, come on up to standing. Stand with your feet together. Arms by your sides. And then separate your feet hip width apart. Shoulders in your back, chest lifted, chin slightly tucked. Begin to deepen your breath. Long and smooth inhales and exhales, preferably of equal duration. Please take 3 such breaths into the very center of your chest, known as pranasthana. With your next inhale from the sides, inhale the arms all the way up. Lean back, take your head back, and exhale, release. As you exhale, bring your chest up, chin down, arms to your sides. Everything is done deliberately and slowly. Again, please, inhale from the sides, all the way up. When you get to the top, lean back, turn the palms towards each other, take the head back, exhale, release. Smooth breathing. One more, please. Inhale. Lean back, look up, turn the palms towards each other. Beautiful. And exhale, release. Good, now we'll do the same movement except we'll bring the arms up from in front. Inhale. And notice how the head goes back last. Beautiful. And exhale, release. Chest comes up, arms come down, chin comes down. Again, please, inhale. Take the arms up. Then you begin to lean back, then the head goes back, open the shoulders. Beautiful. Exhale, release, chest comes up, arms come down, chin comes down. One more time, please. Inhale the arms up, then lean back, take the head all the way back, Beautiful. Exhale, release, chest comes up, arms come down, chin comes down. Rest one breath, please. And then we'll do the same thing, except this time Jacqueline's going to come up on her toes. So you're going to have to keep your concentration, your gaze on one spot somewhere in front of you. Each one of you will find your own spot. Some like to look 6 feet in front. Some like to look directly in front. Some like to pick a point and look at it. And when you're coming up, remember to keep the mound of your big toe pressing down. That helps with your balance. Let's give it a shot. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, heels coming down just as slow as the arms. Takes a lot of focus to do this, so the gaze can be fixed straight in front of you, or 6 feet in front of you on the floor, or on a particular point. Again, please, inhale, lift. And notice that she presses the mound of the big toe down into the floor to make it easier for herself. And exhale, come down, and as she comes down, she tries to widen the heels a little bit. This prevents them from falling in. Good, just one more time. Inhale, lift the heels, take the arms overhead, keep your gaze fixed, reach the top of your apex, pause, exhale, come down. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And next we'll do a half forward bend. So please watch, because the arm position is going to be wide. Okay? Inhale your arms wide, lift your heart, lean back, turn your palms up. Exhale, push the hips back, lean forward, turn the palms towards the floor, melt your heart towards the floor. Use your belly muscles to come up, keeping the arms higher than your shoulders. Go all the way back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Exhale, come halfway forward, pushing the hips back, turning the palms towards the floor. Beautiful. One more time, please. Inhale, go all the way up, back, 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 back. Yes, open the chest fully. Exhale, come forward, pushing the hips back. Excellent. Now stay here. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, pushing the hips back, palms facing down. Exhale, sweep them wide, melting the heart. Inhale, sweep them forward. Exhale, sweep them wide. So I'm grounding your hips. Inhale, sweep them forward. And then I'm going to lengthen her spine. Inhale, come up nice and strong, keeping the arms higher than your ears if possible. You need your belly muscles to do this. Exhale, release. Take a resting breath here. Next one we'll do is a half squat. So when you do a half squat, the tendency could be that the knees move forward. What we want to do is we want to keep the knees directly above the ankles as much as possible. So the direction is hips back. Inhale the arms forward, palms facing down. Exhale, half squat, pushing the hips back. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the arms to your sides. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale the arms forward. Exhale, half squat, pushing the hips back, trying to keep the knees parallel. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the arms. Notice how every movement is very deliberate. It's because the breath is directing every movement. Inhale the arms forward. Exhale, push the hips back, come into a half squat. Now she's going to stay here for her inhale. As she exhales, the hands will go to the sides of her feet and she'll lean forward. It's like a half forward bend with the hips back. Inhale, arms come forward. She lifts her chest slightly. Yes. Exhale, full forward. Let's try that one more time. Inhale the arms forward, lift the chest slightly. Exhale, touch the floor. Now she's going to come straight up to standing. Inhale. She bends her knees slightly to lengthen her spine, and then inhales up, takes the arms higher than the ears, all the way up into a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, release the arms. So what we did is we prepared her for a full forward bend. We prepared you for a full forward bend. One resting breath. Now the next one we're going to do is the full forward bend, and at least the first time you do it, have a little give in your knees, or a lot of give in your knees if you need it. And then the second time maybe a little less give in the knees, as long as you don't compromise the integrity of your spine, don't feel it in your lower back too much. And then the third time, again, straightening the knees just a little bit more. So we're easing our way into this, okay? So inhale, arms all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, touch the floor. Beautiful. Notice how much she bent her knees. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, half squat, arms coming forward. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, touch the floor, straighten the legs, and maybe straighten a little bit more than before. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, half squat. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, touch the floor, straighten the legs. Inhale, half squat, lift the heart. Exhale, touch the floor, straighten the legs. And arms forward, inhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, release. So notice she did a little bit of a back bend to release the lower spine. Excellent. Thank you, Jacqueline. That was for the standing part. Now we'll come to a seated sequence. So she's going to take a seated position. This particular position is called Siddhasana. It's a good position to take. You also have access to a mat that you can sit on to lift your hips if you need to. You also have access to a block if you need to, and the standing poses also, for taking her arm out to the side as she's going to do now. So, and anyone who needs props, have them ready for you when you use them. Okay, so Jacqueline, take your right arm out to the right side. Take your left arm up, palm facing you. And then as you exhale, lean and take your right arm out. Press your left hip down. Good. Stay here for 3 breaths, with each breath trying to sink a little bit deeper into your pose. It's a beautiful side stretch. One more breath, please. Notice how she sinks with each exhale and then comes up with an inhale. This hand comes to the floor, the left hand comes to the floor, right arm goes up, and then on her exhale, she slides the left arm out and leans, pushing her right hip more towards the floor. Jacqueline, I'm going to just give you a reminder here. Good. One more breath. Nice inhale. As you exhale, allow the body to sink a little deeper into the pose. Beautiful. And inhale, come up. We'll do a little bit of a twist also, but it's a very gentle twist that almost anyone can do. Bring your your left hand to your right knee. Take your right hand behind you. Look back, lengthen your spine, twist as much as possible. Good. Now, straighten this arm. Now look over your front shoulder without compromising the turn. Beautiful. And stay here for 3 breaths, lengthening the spine. Yes, that's it. lengthening the spine. Beautiful. Pushing the hips down into the floor. Excellent. Take another breath or two. It's a very gentle twist, but it's very good for purifying the abdomen. Which is where sometimes we can get a little bit stuck, and that compromises our digestive fire. Good. Maybe one more breath. So somewhere between 3 to 5 breaths here. You don't really need much more than 5. And then on an exhale, release. Beautiful. On an inhale, bring your right hand to your, yes, and that hand goes back. A little bit further back. Good. Lift the chest. Lift the chest. Yes. Turn a little bit more. Now look over the front shoulder. Excellent. And stay here let's stay here for 5 breaths, lengthening the spine. Oh, look at that. Yes. Beautiful. So you can do that for yourselves. You can just imagine a finger touching you right on this point. It's a marma point, a prushta. And then that helps to lengthen the spine. And maybe one more breath. Good. And then inhale back to center. Excellent. Having completed our seated sequence, which is what we've just done, Jacqueline's going to go ahead and prepare for the next and final sequence, which is lying on your back with your feet hip width apart, supine sequence. So the knees stay directly over the ankles, arms by the sides. And then Jacqueline's going to lift the right foot off the floor and on an exhale, interlace the fingers just below the knee and hold it there. Take a nice inhale. And on her next exhale, let the knee come closer to her. Hold it there for the inhale. And on the next exhale, notice how the breath is bringing the knee closer to her chest. And then on an inhale, release. Take the leg straight up to the ceiling. Flex the foot, push to the mound of the big toe. Let your leg push against your hands and let the arms pull the leg towards you, but it doesn't go anywhere because you're using 2 opposing forces. What this does is it allows the leg to sit very nicely into the hip socket. We'll take 3 full breaths here. It's always good to do this after you've pulled the knee into the chest. And then after 3 breaths, release the arms. Bend the knee, bring it down, hip width apart. We'll do the left leg, lift the foot off the floor, interlace the fingers. Take a nice inhale here. That was done on an exhale. Next exhale, allow the knee to move in. Nice inhale here. Keep your foot flexed even here. Yes. Exhale, pull even more. Good. And then on an inhale, release the fingers. Straighten the leg, interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Push to the mound of the big toe. Pushing and pulling. The leg is pushing away from you. The arms are pulling it towards you. It doesn't actually end up going anywhere. And that's it. Right there is that feeling of the hip bone going directly into the hip socket. 3 breaths here. And after 3 long, deliberate breaths, go ahead and place the foot on the floor, arms by your sides. And next, we'll pull both knees into the chest. So how we'll do this is we'll take the hands towards the knees, lift the feet off the floor till the knees come into the hands, and on an exhale, pull. On an inhale, push. This guides the knees and it prevents the knees from falling apart. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push the feet to the floor. Now, keeping the feet parallel to each other, pressing the arms into the floor. Inhale, lift your hips. Go up as high as you can, and exhale down. Inhale, lift the hips. Now I'm going to guide her knees, preventing them from falling apart. Exhale, bring the hips down. So the knees have a tendency to fall apart. You may not have a guide at home, but if you have a block, it becomes an excellent guide also. What we're going to do is now, have you done 3? No, that's the 3rd one. Come on down. And then she'll separate the feet another 1 inch each, not more than that, 1 inch each. And again, I can guide her, or she can, and then the block has to move a little higher up and come down. This time, however, she's going to take her arms overhead with her, lift, comes up much higher, exhale, release. I'm going to take the block out. I'm going to give her 1 more guidance, again this time with my fingers here. Inhale, come up. Beautiful. Exhale, come down. I'm looking at her face to make sure she's breathing properly. And then 1 more time with no guidance from me, touch-wise or block-wise, only verbal. Beautiful. And I'm noticing that her knees are not falling apart. And exhale, come down. And then separate your feet another 1 inch each or 2 inches each. That's better. Take your arms wide, palms facing down. And drop the knees to the right so that your knee moves towards your right foot and your head drops at the same time to the right. To the left. Knees to the right, head to the left. Stay here for 5 breaths. Some people have a tendency to take the right foot and place it on top of the left knee. I don't recommend this. It's a little torque to the to the hip. I do recommend it only if this knee comes all the way down, which hers doesn't, comes all the way down to the foot. Then if you wish to, you can give it an additional, and inhale, come up. Pause at the top. Remember that when you go down, your head turns at the same time to the other side. Exhale, down to the left. Right knee coming on top of the left foot. Looking over the right shoulder. And another 5 breaths here. And you can see that they're not exactly touching, so it doesn't behoove her to lift this foot and place it on top of this knee. She doesn't need that extra torque. Again, it's 5 full breaths. When you've completed your 5 full breaths, inhale to center. So the knees and the feet are slightly wider than the hips. This is what we want. Take your hands towards the knees again. Lift the feet off the floor. This time the knees are much wider than they were before. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Inhale, push them away. Widen 1 more inch each. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push away. Widen 1 more inch each. Exhale, pull. And then inhale, feet to the floor. Let your arms fall away from your body. Stretch the right leg out. Let it fall away from you. Let the foot fall away. Stretch the left leg out. And just rest. But don't lose your breath. Don't lose the connection of your mind to your breath. Focus on your breath. In fact, do this. See if you can inhale all the way into your feet. And as you exhale, feel as though you're relaxing your feet completely by letting the tension go with the breath. And then inhale all the way into your knees. And as you exhale, let that tension go. Inhale all the way into the pelvic floor. As you exhale, relax the hips completely. Inhale into your belly button. As you exhale, release the abdomen. Inhale into the center of your chest. Exhale, relax the chest completely. Inhale into your palms. Exhale, release the hands completely. Inhale into your elbows. Exhale, release the arms completely. Inhale into your shoulder arm joints. Exhale, release the shoulders completely. Inhale into the 4 corners of your neck. Exhale, release the neck completely. Inhale into the center of your throat. Exhale, release the tension around your thyroid completely. Inhale into your jaw. as you exhale, release the jaw completely, and you may find your mouth falling slightly apart. Inhale into the space around your eyes. Fill it up. And as you exhale, feel the eyes sinking deeper into your skull. Inhale into the very top of your head. Exhale completely. And then just allow your body to rest. These times can be a little difficult on us. We may even forget what it's like to completely rest. If you are at that place right now, take advantage of it. Stay there. Don't be afraid to stay there for as long as you want. When you have rested, first thing you're going to do is find your breath. Having found your breath, begin to deepen it. Deepen your breath. Bring yourself back by deepening your breath. And then bend your knees one at a time with the breath. Then lift your feet off the floor, wrap your hands around just below the knee, maybe interlace the fingers, and just gently rock from side to side, giving your lower back and your kidneys a nice little massage. You may even want to try and make little circles so that you also massage your liver and your spleen. Take your circles the other way too. Do this at least 3-4 times before you rock up and down on your spine, innervating your spine once more, and do that at least 3 times before you come up to sitting. And then please take a nice, comfortable seated position. And I'm going to join Jacqueline here. May I join you?
Please.
For a little kriya and then a little pranayama. So we sit in Siddhasana, but you can sit in Sukhasana also. These are good, comfortable poses. You're also welcome to sit on a chair, to sit on a blanket. You're also welcome to sit in Vajrasana. The one pose I do not recommend you sitting in is half lotus. You can sit in full lotus, but don't sit in half lotus, because that throws us off a little bit as far as the 2 channels of the body go. And so for a kriya, we're just going to independently cleanse each of our channels. So watch, the inhale is with lifting your neck. If you have neck problems, please don't. You can do it without lifting the neck. You inhale, lifting the neck. So it's your right hand. If you can make the mudra, please do make the mudra. And then if not, you can just keep it like this, but separate the fingers, kind of like a Spock signal. And it's the ring finger that goes to the left nostril and the thumb that goes to the right nostril, and it's always the right hand. So your left hand is pretty much out of commission here, but you can put it into commission by keeping it here with your thumb and your finger touching in Chin Mudra. So you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. It's inhale, close, exhale, inhale, close, exhale. I'll go over it again one more time with you. Inhale left, close both, exhale right. Inhale right, close both, exhale left. So that's two breaths, two kriyas, two inhales, two exhales, but alternating the nostrils, so a pair of breaths has taken place. A breath from the left nostril and a breath from the right nostril. So it's like a pair of breaths. Right. So we'll do 5 pairs of breaths or 10 kriyas. Okay? Now what I didn't show you is what the breath does. So I'm hoping the microphone picks this up. It's so it's a very strong, it's called Bhastrika, but we're going to do it with alternate nostril. So it's a very strong inhale and a very strong exhale. We'll do 5 pairs.
Sounds good.
Ready? Begin. Last one. Release your hands. The purpose of this is to completely wake you up from your rest. So you're alert and your brain is full of oxygen. And then I want you to do the simplest of pranayamas. It's so simple that there's no count. Maybe you'll set how many of them you do, whether you choose to do 5 breaths, 10 breaths, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's your call. How much of it you want to do, how much of it you have time for. Make sure that you don't rush through it. It's very much about becoming present in your body at that moment. So it's technically not even a pranayama because there are none of the 9 major parameters to it, other than, of course, the fact that you are focused on your breath. So you can place your hands in Bhairava Mudra, Chin Mudra, or just gently rest them on your knees if that's what it feels like for you. You can even rest it on your knees and bring your thumb and your index finger together. So it's just a nice inhale, whatever feels comfortable. Hold the breath in if it feels comfortable. A nice exhale, whatever feels comfortable. Hold the breath out, whatever feels comfortable. And do that. And with each breath, what feels comfortable may change. Most likely will change. At a point you may not want to hold the inhale. There may be a time where you may not want to hold the exhale. There may be the opposite, where you really want to hold one of those two for much longer. There may be a time when your inhale really becomes long, another time when it becomes really short. Same with your exhale. Try not to let your exhale go shorter than the inhale you took in. But if that's what your body is asking for, let it happen. And just sit for as long as you want. Sit as comfortably as you want. Sit as long as you want. Sit as long as your time schedule will allow you. And when you're done, just gently bring your hands to your heart and chant Om 3 times. And so we will say goodbye to you by chanting Om 3 times for you. Namaste.